Hey there, guys. Happy Friday. Good morning to you. This is day 3 of learning at home. And I gotta be extremely honest with you guys. It's been quite the week. I miss you guys so much. Being locked in at home is, initially you thought, oh, this will be great, but oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get back to work and see you guys. Um, with that aside, hope you guys are all doing well. We've made it through our first week of learning at home. Hopefully, we don't have too much more of this to get through, but we're going to do it together, okay? All right, so first, I want to give you an overview of your work for today. All right, so today is Friday, day 3. For reading today, I would like you to continue independently reading 20 to 30 minutes. Now, when I say reading, it doesn't have to be a book, okay? You can read a magazine, read the newspaper, read an article on the internet, just some kind of reading that I want you to be doing 20 to 30 minutes today. You can do one of these two things. After you're done reading, you can choose a square and respond to it in that 3 squares in a row thing. Or you can do some reading and answering multiple choice questions in your blue ELA folder, your test prep folder. And then you can get onto reading eggs in Clever. Okay. Today for writing. By the way, Patrick, thank you so much for sharing your essay with me. I read it over last night. The 2 songs essay. Patrick was able to type it and email it to me last night so I could read it. So thank you so much for doing that, Patrick. All right, so for writing, you're going to go into your blue ELA folder, guys. Your blue ELA folder, that test prep folder. And I want you to read the text called Meerkat Chat. When you finish reading and annotating that text, I then want you to answer the 2-point response that follows. I believe that question's on page 13 in that packet. But I want you to remember a 2-point response. You have a claim or your answer. Then you have 2 text details that support your claim or your answer. Okay? And then for math today, I want you to choose the next word problem in your problem of the day packet. Then you're going to be in Go Math, in your Go Math book, page 513, numbers 1 through 8. And then you're going to be doing worksheet 3. Worksheet 3 has the words day 3 at the top of the page because today is day 3 of learning at home. Now, if you are all set, ready to rock and roll, off you go. If you would like a quick little mini lesson on your math work for today, then hang tight. Okay. All right, guys. So today for math, I want you to meet me on page 511. This is where I'm going to get my model, my mini lesson in, is using page 511, okay? So on page 511, the word problem they give you is that 3 friends are sharing a 1/4 of a pound bag of beads together, okay? So there is 3 friends and they're each splitting 1/4 of a bag, okay? Now I want you to think of it this way. Think of it pictorially, okay? So if this rectangle that I drew here represents 1 whole pound, I want to break it into fourths. Why fourths, Mrs. Bowers? Oh, because these 3 friends are going to split 1/4. So I'm going to just divvy this up into fourths. So now I've divvied up my model into fourths. So I had 1 whole pound, but since we're talking about fourths, I'm going to split them into fourths, okay? Now here's the thing. 3 friends need to split 1/4. So if 3 of them are going to split 1/4, I want to cut this fourth into 3 pieces. Okay. So now my fourth has been split into 3 pieces for those 3 friends. Okay. But I want you to kind of picture this as a whole, right? So if this fourth is going to be split into thirds, I might as well split the whole pound into thirds. Right, so now check out my model. So this whole pound has been split into fourths, and then each fourth has been split into thirds. So in all reality, what I'm looking for to answer this question is, I'm looking for 1/3 of a fourth. So mathematically, what this looks like is this. Can you see it? Okay. So my original problem was 1/4 divided by 3. But when I drew that model, really what I'm looking for is, what is a third of a fourth? So watch how I kind of did the opposite operation here. Because I'm looking for 1/3 of 1/4. So instead of saying 1/4 divided by 3, really what I'm looking for is, what is 1/3 of a fourth? So now 1/3 of 1/4 looks like 1/3 times 1/4 equals 1/12. Would you agree that this model is showing you units in twelfths? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Interesting. So this brings me to my teaching point. Scholars, today I want to teach you a strategy for dividing fractions. That strategy is called keep, flip, change. So now you can meet me on page 513. This is your assignment for today. On page 513, I want you to do numbers 1 through 8. But because I'm just so kind and generous, I'm going to guide you through number 1 and number 2 before you do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on your own, okay? So we're going to solve these 2 problems together using this keep, flip, change strategy, okay? So number 1, the original equation is 2 divided by 1/4. So this keep, flip, change strategy, what this means is keep the first factor or the first number the same. Don't do anything to it. So notice how I carried my 2 from this equation over here. Keep your 2. Keep your first number. Next is flip. You are literally going to flip this division sign into the inverse operation of multiplication. So keep the 2, flip division to multiplication, and then you're going to change this second number. When I say change, what that means is I want you to find the reciprocal of this number. Reciprocal is a very fancy schmancy word.
Mommy!
What's wrong, honey? It's okay.
Dress.
Honey, it's because you have food on you, honey. That's why. He's just looking at the food. It's okay. I'm almost done, okay? I'm sorry. All right, so keep the 2, flip the operation, and when you change, you are going to change to the reciprocal. Oh, that's what I was saying. The reciprocal is a fancy schmancy word meaning flip the numerator and the denominator. So 1/4 is now going to become 4 over 1. I found the reciprocal. 1/4 is now 4 over 1. Now you can multiply 2 times 4 over 1, which really is just saying 2 times 4. Because any number that has 1 as a denominator, that's a whole number. So you could do 2 times 4 equals 8. And then your denominator will stay the same. So your answer is 8 over 1, which I just told you, whenever 1 is the denominator, it's just a whole number. Whew. It's a lot of new information, I know, but stick with me because practice makes permanent, and we're going to do another problem together. Now look at number 2. Number 2 in your Go Math book on page 513 is 1/9 divided by 3. So I'm going to do that keep, flip, change strategy. So I'm going to keep the 1/9. Next, flip that division sign to the inverse operation, which is multiplication. Now, this time, my second number that I need to change, that's a whole number. But what did I just tell you about whole numbers? Whole numbers really just have a 1 as a denominator. We just never see it. So if you're going to take the reciprocal of 3 over 1, flip that 3 and flip that 1 with each other, and it now becomes 1/3. So we kept the 1/9, we flipped the operation, and then we took the reciprocal of the second number. Oh my gosh, guys. Now this is just review from last chapter. We know how to multiply two fractions. Multiply the numerators, then multiply the denominators. 1 times 1 is 1. 9 times 3 is 27. So our answer is 1/27. Okay? So this is the job that you have for today. Keep, flip, change. Next, day 3, worksheet number 3. Today's work, for your worksheet, you'll be taking improper fractions and turning them into mixed numbers. The strategy that I want you to use is division. So, number 1 on day 3's worksheet is 55/3. The question's going to ask you, what mixed number is equivalent to this improper fraction? So 55/3, like I taught you yesterday, guys, think of that fraction line as a division sign. So 55 over 3, 55/3, you could also read it as 55 divided by 3. So I used long division to solve 55 divided by 3. My quotient was 18, my remainder was 1, and my divisor was 3. So my answer becomes 18 and 1/3. 18 and 1/3. That's the work that you are about to do on this day 3 worksheet. All right, guys? So good luck again. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, call me, text me. I'm here all day long. Okay, guys? Good luck. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you again Monday morning around 9 a.m. Bye, guys.